We may be live, Carlos. Just waiting for Suki to confirm.
This is the part where she tells us her mic died.
Possibly. It's going to be a fun ride. Here we are. Well, hello. And welcome to the ESk8 UK live show tonight with Carlos. And as always, hey Carlos, how you doing, our friend?
I'm doing pretty good, James. It's good to be here.
Glad to hear it. Great to have you on the show. And as always, Silent Suki there, uh, getting you here tonight and popping up the posts and photos and such like. So hope everyone's good. Looking forward to the upcoming festivities. What's been going on with you today, Carlos? Have you been riding yet, or?
Well, it's been a bit of a winter wonderland here in Philly, unfortunately. But right before all the winter storms hit, yes, I was trying to get out as much as I possibly could. Probably put like 200 miles out on the road about last month. So yeah, definitely doing as much riding as I can when the weather permits it.
Yeah, it gets pretty cold in Philly in the winter, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's a little frigid. I can't even. I refuse to wear my nice jackets after I took a bad spill back in August, and I wrecked my favorite sweatshirt, and now I've wrecked my second jacket. So now I refuse to wear the nice jacket when I go out. But
Yeah, yeah. The winter's not the best time for the good gear, is it?
no, it really isn't.
Yeah,
That battery
yeah,
drain too.
yeah. The cold, it does hit the range, doesn't it? I, I'm wearing sort of overall kind of wet weather gear the whole time in the UK at the moment. Here, it's just like wet and muddy whenever we ride. So we just like get back looking like a mud monster, but it's a lot of fun.
Ooh, the
We haven't
sliding
had
must be nice though.
yeah, the sliding can be good. We haven't had a whole lot of salt down on the roads yet because it hasn't quite got the freeze in. So yeah, it's been okay. But yeah, Christmas around the corner. We're doing some fun rides over this way. You know, a little bit of theme stuff and yeah, just meeting up when you can with your pals, isn't it, and getting it riding. When you
Oh, for
said
sure.
Philly, I was thinking of Never. Do you
Yep.
roll with our friend there
Never
sometimes?
riding. Yep. I go out riding with Neva on occasion. He's a bit of a speed demon, so I do my best to keep up with him. But yeah,
Okay.
I love riding with Neva. He's a fantastic character.
Oh yeah, he's a great servant of the Eastgate community, and obviously the academy there, isn't it? I know he's been working on that for some
Oh
time.
yeah, he has been working very hard behind the scenes to set up his ESk8 Racing Academy. He's asked me to be part of his team. I'm basically just a technical advisor for him, though. I make sure that the footage that he uses is of the highest quality that he can get. I advise him whenever he's like trying to pick out new equipment for his ride outs and things. Like I'm really hoping that he'll go with a what is it, the new Action Cam X5 from ooh, who is that? It's oh man, they just released it last. I think it was last year, but
Is that
yeah,
the 360, the Insta camera, Insta
yeah, the
360? Or?
Insta 360. It was the Insta
Yeah,
360
yeah,
X5. I think he's on an X4
yeah.
right now. I'm really hoping he can swing that upgrade or even upgrade to the X4. What is it? The X4 Lite, so that when we
Okay.
inevitably take a little tumble, we can keep the
Yeah.
content flowing with
Yeah, it's not
replaceable
a
lenses. But
yes, the mics with Nev as well, isn't it? And the music side of things. I've heard one or two of his tunes over the years.
oh yeah, oh yeah, he's
Uh,
I was not
what?
prepared for his music career when he informed me about that. It was a very interesting first impression that I got of him because our first time riding together, I had just reached out to him on Facebook just to see if he wanted to come riding. I was out alone in the city, And
Mhm.
when he told me about that and he showed me a clip, and I was like, "You produced this? What is this?"
Yeah,
I
man
had
of many talents.
I had no idea what to make of it.
Yeah, ESk8 gets all us people together, doesn't it? Having fun. And you've been in the scene for some time, I understand. You were an early adopter
Oh
of this
yes.
fun. So tell us
Oh yes.
when way back, and how did it go down?
So I got started in the ESk8 scene back in what 2017 it would have been.
Ooh.
So early summer of 2017, me and a couple of friends from high school, we had graduated in 2015, so it had been about 2 years. We had all just been working jobs or whatever, and I decided I wanted to learn how to skateboard, and that was just like a background thought for a lot of for me and my friend group at the time, because in wood shop we had made skateboards. We made custom like popsicle stick style skateboard decks. And
Yeah.
so I finally decided to break it out of the garage because it had just been sitting there, no grip tape, no hardware or anything. So I took that out, and that was when I stumbled upon Acton. Actually, I got recommended the electric skateboarding subreddit, and I'd come across the Acton Blink S as like
Mm-hmm.
a new electric skateboardy type thing, and I didn't really think anything of it at the time. But that was when I started watching Casey Neistat's vlogs, and watching him fly around in New York City on a boosted board was what ended up inspiring me to go, maybe I could get involved with this a little bit. So I bought the Acton Blink Light because I was on a shoestring budget, being a high school grad in I was in my first or second year of college at the time. Um, and so I got the Acton Blink Light. I rode that around for a month. And then right around July of that year, I decided it would be worth it to upgrade to something, because I went to Penn State. So there's lots of hills on that campus, and the Acton just didn't have the oomph to get me up hills to go to class with.
Mm.
So I decided to pick up a Meepo V1. I was one of the first
Ah.
20 or 50 people in North America that got one. So my Meepo V1 is a first revision with the flat deck. And yeah, I fell in love with it after that. The Meepo is really like the thing that solidified my absolute love for just the form factor of electric skateboards. But
Oh, great. We were
yeah.
chatting earlier with Suki before we came live, weren't we? And we worked out that she had the second revision, I believe, of the racing board.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
They
Well,
took some
quite a few differences, weren't there? Quite a few
Oh
differences,
yeah.
wasn't
Oh
she?
yeah. There was a bunch of feedback that Kieran got from the community, from the handful of people that had their decks. People were not happy that, like, coming from a non longboarding background and really not a skateboard background at the time, I didn't pin it, but like the deck was perfectly flat originally. So
Mm.
it was you couldn't quite lock yourself in. There was no leverage on anything, and I thought nothing of it. But the community was very frustrated. So what they ended up doing was they got a concave deck, but they flipped the bend, like the curve, around the wrong way. So you ended up standing on like the top of a pipe. You couldn't lock in anyway. So that first Meepo V1
Wow.
revision was very unfortunate, but
Ooh.
they ended up
No,
fixing it for the
no.
V2 onwards. So
Okay. So,
yeah.
have you ridden Meepo ever since? Is that original board still going?
So my Meepo V1 is basically just a relic. It belongs in a museum, but um, it's I wanted to stay with them as a brand. But what I ended up doing was I ended up buying this board here, which is a long defunct company, Pulse electric skateboards. I bought the Pulse Echo V1 as like a treat for myself when I had landed an internship or something that year, and I got my Pulse Echo. I was actually in talks with that company to participate in their Kickstarter for their second board, but we ran into a bunch of issues with build quality down here. The top of the battery case kept shattering
Mm.
in cold weather. They were Michigan based originally, and they hadn't done any cold weather testing, and their nylon mix was not strong enough to take bumps and cracks or anything. So I shattered I shattered two battery covers, and they didn't recover after that. After the first 20 units went out, so this was also my very first brush with a VESC powered board. It's using dual Matec VESCs, which was really cool at the time. I had no idea that I was stepping into an open platform, which was the key aspect of customization that ended up becoming a big focus for me on all of my electric skateboards going forward. I ended up not liking the remote on the Pulse, and so that's how I ended up getting started with. Some people might recognize me as the guy that did the Firefly remote ESk8 guides, the build guides for them. So that was really my entry into the more public part of the scene, and not just being a rider. But yeah, so ever since
And you've
then,
got
it's just been a variety of other boards.
so lots of remote controls, and have you got a YouTube channel where you discuss some of this?
Oh yes, you can find me on various platforms. See the Bridges
Okay.
on both YouTube and Instagram.
Suki's just popped the link up as well,
That's
so
really
that'd be
cool.
cool. Please
So
pop
yep.
along and
So
check that out.
if anyone wants to go and see a real relic of the past, the Firefly ESk8 was a fantastic boosted style remote using Arduino Nanos and NRF 32s or NRF 52s. I forget which NRF, but or NRF 24 LO something. It doesn't matter. But really cool remotes, really highly customizable, but a bit of a pain and very complicated to build and assemble. Which leads me into my current project, which will be coming out at some point. I'm working with George on the ESk8 Builders Forum to build and design a more user-friendly version of his GB Lite remote. So I'm sure I'll have more to say about this at some point in the near future, but it's
Brilliant.
very much a work in progress. It's very close to a first revision. Very, very proud of the work I've done on that so far. It's very exciting, and George is such an awesome guy for open sourcing that platform as well. But
fab.
yeah.
So that's something you're very excited about.
Oh yes.
It is such an important part of the ESk8 experience, isn't it? The interface between human and machine. It is that remote control.
One moment, because I'm having some technical difficulties.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Apologies. My audio.
But you should be able to hear me now. All right, there we go.
Yeah, can hear you great. It's pretty good this side all the time. So that's fab. And so with remotes, have you tried kind of trigger remotes and thumb and wheel? Or have you just always had one preference?
I have always used thumb wheel remotes. I've never really given trigger remotes their real due. I love having a trigger as a like Deadman switch, like a boosted style Deadman switch from the Firefly. But beyond that, I just have never felt comfortable using a trigger styled actual like remote, or even the split trigger with some of the new designs.
I hear you.
They're just not. They don't really appeal to me. I feel like if I fall, I'll like slam the trigger forward and my board will go flying into traffic or something. So that's my biggest fear with ever having used them.
Yeah, there is that issue, isn't it? If you do kind of clench on it, then you would be throttling, wouldn't you? Yeah, I can see that concern.
Oh yeah. So
I've tended to favour thumb myself, but I have tried a few different kinds, you know.
I really, really should give a trigger style grip an actual shot. I don't know how I'm going to feel though about also the braking. Pushing forward to brake also doesn't feel like it would come naturally to me.
Counterintuitive when you want the beat.
Yeah,
I hear you. Yeah, it's whatever works, isn't it? But I guess the reliable connection is probably one of the most crucial points, isn't it, with controls?
Oh yes, that was a big reason why I moved to the Firefly platform. Was actually I had connectivity issues with the original Pulse Echo remote, and I decided that using a using a non Bluetooth non Bluetooth, what was it? It was like Bluetooth 2.0 connection. Like it was an old connection, and it was PWM based throttle control too, so it wasn't even like a digital UART signal. It was very very not ideal for the situations and environments that I was riding in. Whereas the Firefly just went completely around that using a 2.4 gigahertz network or a spectrum. And then now with George's work on the GB Lite, it's got frequency hopping, which is really cool.
Yeah, that hopping is a great feature, isn't it? Yes, we look forward to hearing more about this as it develops. It is an often overlooked part when new ESk8s come out. I don't always think that the remotes get as much attention as
oh yeah,
probably
merit. Nope, it's all about specs. Whereas I'm much more of a how does it ride? How does the remote feel? I'm all about the tactileness of the board.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got various. I mean, I guess touching on that, I can say the one thing that is consistent with me is ever since my Meepo V1, I have strictly ridden urethane wheels. I don't ride ATs, so it's all urethane for me all the time. Whether that be a set of 90s, I've got the stock 85s on my Lin Power Zephyr. My Vireal RS Pro over in the kitchen has a set of the Mad Wheels V1, the 105 mils. So I'm definitely a urethane enthusiast. I love the feel of just having that little bit of traction give when you hit that carve, and it's just feels like fresh powder every single time.
Yeah, that is fab, isn't it? Talking about powder, have you got any snowboarding or surfing in your background?
I've done snowboarding once, but I did that back in high school, and it was before I learned how to longboard. So I've got some friends that have been like, you should try coming out snowboarding again, because I was terrible at it. And now that I've got much more longboarding experience and ESk8 experience, they're like, you're going to be far better off this time around.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? You know, it'd be interesting to see the development in that time, you know?
Oh yeah. The the development has definitely been I'm gonna say less. There's been less progress in my actual ESk8 riding development than I would like. Like I've really been a bit envious, I guess, of ESk8 Unity. I watch his videos and I'm like, this guy can carve so well, and he's got his 180s down and his power slide stops, and I'm like, I'm gonna start working on that for next season, because I really want to learn how to do all of that. I want to learn how to do the 180s. I need to learn how to ride switch. I think it would be so cool to hit a 180 slide and then flip the direction on the remote and just keep riding.
Oh yeah, if
through
you
the city.
if you can go if your board can go full speed in reverse and the 180s, it opens up a whole load of fun, doesn't it?
Oh,
Because
yes.
you can ride out the same as you come in. So yeah, it's all good fun, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Being totally a street wheel guy, how about riding in the wet? Do you ride when it's damp?
So I'm not much of a wet rider. If the roads have any sort of dampness to them, I typically opt to not do it. At Penn State, I had a couple of bad falls when I was trying to get to class on my Pulse Echo. It breaks traction too easily, and I wasn't good enough at the time to be able to recover from it. So unfortunately, living in a state in the U.S. that gets like, what is it? It's like 180 some odd days of rain a year or something is really unfortunate. Wow. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's not quite as bad as somewhere like Seattle out in the Pacific Northwest, but I'm certainly not in a nice sunny Las Vegas or down in Florida with
Sure.
all the sun all the time.
Yeah, you're about half a day's there by my rough maths. Half a day's are wet. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think we've all broken traction with the urethane in the wet. It's so easy to happen, isn't it? But then the trade-off with good conditions of a dry, it feels so great. We got the man, the myth. Never
There's my guy. My favorite
Yeah.
remote. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a real. I'm gonna be such a cop out. I love my Firefly remote. It is so comfy. It fits my hand perfectly. Like the throttle control, I will say, has gotten gummier over the years, unfortunately. So I could really use a fresh rebuild of this remote. But Firefly, I love the boosted style remotes. The Hobby Wing remotes from Virreal, or I guess just Meepo uses a really similar shape. But I love the boosted style remotes. So, yeah.
Cool. That's the answer. That's your remote of choice.
But
Who another question?
yes,
What is it?
indeed.
What is it about remotes
that makes me nerd out? I'm not sure. There is just an aspect to it. I touched on when before we started the show. I'm more interested in the tactile feel of my e-skates than I am about the specs of my e-skates. Like, I don't want to ride fast. I want it to ride well. Like, I want to feel the carve. I want to feel the give. And then on my remotes, I want it to feel really nice. I want to feel like I'm in full control of the board. And I want to also be able to customize it. So like one of the things that I didn't love about my Meepo V1 was I didn't love the remote, which is one of the remotes I don't have here. But that V1 Lingy remote is like, it was tiny. It only had like 3 battery lights on it and like a connection indicator light on it. And it wasn't my favorite. So when I upgraded to the Pulse and I got my first taste of being able to customize a fully open source remote, I went a little crazy. I have a full custom layout on the LCD. I have a custom boot up animation and logo on there and custom text. I dubbed my branch of the code the Firefly OS, and it lets me make my board mine. It's not the same as anyone else's. It's a lot like how in the one wheel community you get your board, but then you get your guardrails, you get your the cover on top of the wheel, you get your custom foot pads and everything, or you upgrade your sensor. And for me on my e-skates, it's like the remote is that equivalent of that for me.
And some people in the one wheel community with a Vesk are also using remotes for tilt features and such like, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
It's going into that.
That's really cool. George actually put me on, or no, in George's build thread, there was someone else that mentioned the tilt remotes for the one wheels, and I was I was looking at the build specs for it because I'm very, very, very much considering after I finish up the GB Lite, my branch of the GB Lite, I'm considering doing a round display remote for my next one, because I'm kind of interested in like the Hoyt remote. I forget what it was called.
Puck.
Yeah, the Puck. Yes, I was very interested in the Hoyt Puck, but I haven't gotten my hands on one. So I'm like, maybe if I make one with a round display, I'll be more inclined to use one. So I've got a couple of ideas brewing right now in regards to that, but I got to finish up that first.
Yeah. It's nice to have.
But those one wheelers are crazy.
Yeah, there's some fun people. I enjoy riding with them. Here we go.
Boosted board was certainly a vibe. I think that they still have not been beaten as far as style is concerned. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my Zephyr. The Zephyr base gets a lot of looks now. The orange wheels and the purple trucks, it's very pretty. But I still think that the boosted V2 with that loaded deck is still the most iconic ESk8 that's ever been made.
But yeah, I'm a big loaded fan. Yeah, and it's that sort of skate longboard feel for sure. And I remember the Casey Neistat stuff that you were chatting about earlier. He was very instrumental with a lot of us, you know.
He definitely was an inspiration. I even I don't have my sunglasses. I think they're on the other side of the apartment. But I didn't copy him per se, but I wear the same style sunglasses that he did in all of his vlogs. But I opt for the mirrored lenses with the polarized lenses because I just think they look cool. But yeah, my friends at the time were like, "You're just trying to copy Casey Neistat," and I'm like, "That's not fair. He just had really good choice in glasses."
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, this hobby, and so it's not a transportation for you. It is just something you do for fun.
Unfortunately not. It is my favorite way to get around the city, but I'm unfortunately one of those people that just has to drive to work. It's a dream of mine to be working close enough to ride my skateboard to work, which I actually was doing when I was still working as a barista back when I lived in the suburbs. I rode my skateboard to work every day, so that was like a nice little 2 miles that of back roads. But yeah. I try and spend every weekend that I can putting miles on.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. Oh, Suki's got the question. Have you had a chance to consider this?
Ooh, you know,
it's a tough one.
It really is, and I've been thinking about it all week, and I still don't have a good title. But the back of the book with the blurb would just have to say the quote would just have to be something along the lines of, "I just wanted to inspire people to take on challenges that they aren't sure that they can accomplish." I didn't know if I was going to be able to build a Firefly, the Firefly remotes. I didn't know if I was going to know enough about them to do a whole guide for it. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to port the GB Lite code to the platform that I will be releasing it on. And I just want to inspire people to try it, even if they're not sure, because it's gotten me so far in life. So I guess the title, give it a shot.
Sounds good. Yeah, try something you don't know unless you try. I ain't never seen them, but the boards, yeah, share the passion of riding, isn't it? I love the Australian saying, not gonna die wondering, mate. You should give it a try, you know? Give it a try and see how it goes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, fair play.
Oh, yes.
Fair play.
I live that. I very much live that. You only live once lifestyle.
Oh, good. Well, lovely chatting to you. Thanks for coming on the show, and glad all's going so well. Wish you.
It's been absolute pleasure.
Look forward to having you on the show again with another update. And wish you a lovely festive period.
You as well, and to all of us that are watching.
Yeah. Thank you for everyone in the comments.